Alright, welcome to the Tribulation, day 229. It's December 29th, 2011. All morning long, been watching the news. You know, the big story is all the saber rattling of Iran. You know, they're on the verge of getting a nuclear missile. And they already have the ability to fire them. But anyway, right now they're threatening to put a block on the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. Navy's over there. We got some aircraft carriers over there. Nobody's sure of exactly what's going on. You know, whether things are going to escalate or whether Iran is just bluffing. You know, people are already thinking that there might be another oil embargo, kind of like there was back in the late 70s under Jimmy Carter. I remember those days where we could only buy gas every other day. Stock market today, price of oil's going through the roof. And of course in Syria, even though they got some UN monitors in there, all hell's breaking loose. People being killed left and right. And of course all the other countries, you know, are just as volatile. Yemen, Egypt, Libya, Palestine, all of them. Unrest. And radical Islamic forces at play. And then you got, you know, Russia and whatever they're doing, Vladimir Putin and his schemes, China and their cyber war that they've launched. So, you know, the world is filled with mean people, and the world is filled with people that don't like the United States. So, you know, 2012, once again, could be super interesting, you know, from my perspective. Chances of some kind of, even though Obama ended the Iraq war, whatever the heck that means, because I have no idea what that means, because there's, you know, violence and chaos breaking out, people killing each other over there, Sunnis versus Shiites, the Al-Qaeda is still over there. But, you know, probably be another war of some kind, except, you know, the good news is chances are Obama won't call it a war. Whatever we do, it'll be a limited military engagement against Iran, you know. And, you know, maybe we'll get lucky and he'll put the UN or NATO in charge of it all, so, you know, he won't even have to deal with it. You know, we can just sit back and watch the war on TV, on CNN and Fox and MSNBC, you know. That's the modern way to do warfare. You know, you don't even get involved, just watch it on TV. You know, when you're seeing people getting massacred, doesn't hurt quite as much when it's just on TV. And of course, the economic chaos is still looming. You know, the 2-month unemployment extension they passed, a joke. They now have a new omnibus thing where Obama's trying to raise the debt ceiling by another 1.2 or 4 trillion dollars, to where the debt's now going to be up to like 17 trillion dollars, an amount we're never going to be able to pay off ever. And the government, you know, they're not cutting spending, they're not fixing the problem at all. So the collapse is pretty much imminent. There's a lot of banks already that have been downgraded. People, you know, in some of them foreign countries, Greece, whatever, you know, people already making runs on the bank. So just a matter of time before that kind of, you know, hits us. I'd say probably by this summer. And, you know, on Fox News today, they were just saying a big, huge, you know, coronal mass ejection, solar flare from the sun. There's a huge sunspot that's kind of rotating towards Earth, and it's got all sorts of activity, but they're already saying by this weekend there's going to be a disruption in electrical services, satellites, cell phones, etc. And of course, I already let you know, I gave you the heads up, they're predicting a really big earthquake either on the 31st or the 1st of 2012. What a way to kick off the new year. Destruction right in our faces. Just so you know, it doesn't make me happy. I'm not looking forward to destruction. You know, I wish next year was going to be a good year. I wish everything I was looking at, unemployment was disappearing, that love and peace and kumbaya was breaking out everywhere, and that jobs were everywhere, and food and people and money. There was money for everybody. You know, I wish it was all rainbows and sugar plums and just nice things, you know, because I'm a nice guy, and you know what, I'd like it if things went right for me next year. But I'm also a realist. I don't put my head in the sand. And, you know, truth be told, next year, you know, in my opinion, just doesn't look good. You know, between the Mayan calendar ending, whatever's happening, you know, in the solar system and in our galaxy, you know, there's the moon, the stars, the suns, all that stuff's in motion. You can't stop it. You know, whatever is meant to be is meant to be. And I kind of subscribe to the story that if you look at our solar system, you know, we've always been affected by planets and comets and suns and all that, and magnetism and all the stuff that's at play right now. The ancient Mayans knew it, the Egyptians knew it, the Chinese knew it, everybody. They all had zodiacs. They were all studying the stars. Why? Because that's the constant. It's like a Swiss watch, man. That's why you can predict these things. So anyway, you know, got some family coming in for New Year's. I guess we're celebrating. Kind of hard to say. But Happy New Year for all those people out there that are thinking positive about the New Year. You know, Happy Apocalypse for those of us that are, you know, end time watchers. It's kind of like the main event is finally here. But, you know, truth be told, 2012 is going to be crazy, but the window I'm looking at goes for at least another several years, so the fun doesn't end, you know, even after 2012. But 2012, if we can get through that, then we'll probably be able to get through everything else. You know, who knows? I'm going to think positive. You know, even down at the park today, I did, you know, a good thing, picked up more dog poop that wasn't mine. But 2012, going to change my strategy a little bit. Going to go to occupy the park with dog poop strategy and see if maybe that changes things. You know, when whatever you were doing before wasn't working, you try something else. You know, and that's why people, you know, marching, rioting in the streets, that doesn't work. We need to try something else. You know, and that's where, you know, into the wilderness, you know, Exodus comes in. Trying something else. You know, how to help transition us to whatever's next. Alright, keep on rocking, world. Go out there, face your tribulation head on. Be bold. No fear. Alright, catch you later.